Yo, what's up guys, my name is Sveti and today I'm going to be bringing you this absolutely crazy 104 kill streak MITD flawless mob. Wow, that was a mouthful. Okay, you're probably watching this on the Cod Carnage channel. I want to thank them for uploading this, you know, it really means a ton to me. And in this video I'm just going to give you some tips on, well, how to survive in the jug, you know, how to do well, where the spawn points usually are, so where you should move around to, and all that good stuff. Now let me begin by saying that I haven't actually done a how-to video in a while because I've been focusing on trolling. But here, let me get straight to the point. The hardest bit of playing this game mode is, you know, either killing the jug or actually getting on specialist while you are in the jug. Now there's two ways of eliminating that problem. They're pretty simple. In the beginning, you either sprint to the jug and you try to get the jug straight away, and the best class is the MP5 class because it's, well, the lightest class and you can run there the fastest, so that will help you get the jug. And what I would do if I was you guys, while I'm running towards the jug, I'll throw a couple of flashes to slow down the enemies that are also running for the jug, and I'll just jump on that shit and yeah. So that's one way to get the jug. Now the second way is if somebody else has it. If the enemy has it and you want the jug, you want to kill. Well, you have to kill the jug. There's a couple of simple steps. Basically, you have to flash him. That is pretty much the best way. I mean, it's annoying when you're the jug and you keep getting flashed, but flashing the jug is really the best way to kill it. You flash it twice and you just empty everything you have into it. Usually, what I found it works for me is flash him twice and empty a whole MP5 mag into him, and that would work, and that would kill him, and then one knife after that and he should be done. But there's another way, which is a rather irritating way. It pisses me off quite a lot, and that is actually the akimbos. And there's an akimbo G18 class and an akimbo, I think, Scorpion class, and that is really irritating. Such an annoying class if you're a jug, but you know, it works well against him, so I don't see why. Well, I see why you shouldn't, but if you're desperate, why not? Fuck it, get that Kimbo. But let me talk about the classes you get. In this game mode, this is a very much sabotage game mode. You get a bomb, but with the bomb you also get a jug suit and specialist and the Deagle, and that's all you get. While if you don't get the bomb, you get 5 classes to choose from. One of the classes is an MP5 class. I think the other one's a model class, an M4A1, a PKP, and a sniper class. And you know, they all have specialist on. So that's a really good move from Infinity Ward. The fact that they all have specialist on, it really eliminates a lot of the irritating things that stealth bombers and stuff did, and you know, all the overpowered kill streaks. So that it eliminates that, and the only kill streak you get is obviously the Moab. And you know, that was a good move by Infinity Ward, making this game mode. It's quite a fun game mode, very hectic, very fun, you know. And I'm just kill whoring. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm obviously just kill whoring, and I'm not doing anything else. And I know it's not what you should do. I know I'm not playing the objective, but if you think about it, I am playing the objective. Depends on your point of view. From my point of view, I'm holding the bomb. I'm not allowing the enemies to get the bomb, so I'm not allowing them to plant. Therefore, we're not gonna lose as long as I have the bomb. Now, the fact that I'm on the big streak and I have a Moab, if I can keep the bomb till overtime, I guarantee the win for my team. As when you go to overtime, it goes into a search and destroy scenario where if you can either kill the whole team and they do not respawn and you win the round, or you plant the bomb and you let it explode. Now, the best thing I could have possibly done is keep the mob for overtime, survive till overtime, call it in overtime, and kill the enemies and win us the game, which I did do. And that is why there's just 10 minutes of me just ripping through these guys, and I did skip the beginning because I didn't actually want you guys to have to like see me trying to get on specialist, because that was a very irritating bit and it just took forever. So yeah, that's what it does. It's you know, I didn't want to have to like make you go through the slow running of the jug. And that's another thing, the jug runs extremely slowly without specialist, but as soon as you hit specialist, that thing takes off like a rocket. It's crazy. It takes off so fast. It is absolutely mental. And once you get into it, you know, you run faster than the other players. You can catch up with them, and the Deagle becomes incredibly accurate. It's crazy. I mean, I don't have to ADS for it to hit people, and you know, that's one thing that it becomes quite OP if you know how to use a Deagle. If you don't know how to use a Deagle, you're screwed. But if you do, if you know what to do, when to aim, when not to aim, you know, you're pretty good. And the way you use a Deagle is quite simple. Depending on the range, you shouldn't aim. Depending on the range. If it's a long range kill and you really want to get it, you don't shoot fast. You shoot quite slowly, a bit like a burst gun, like a burst fire. Three shots are quite good to the upper body and they would kill. And you know, that's the way to do it. And you don't shoot it fast. You kind of aim in, you take your time, and you should be able to kill people. And also the way you would keep a streak like this going is by knowing when to knife and when not to knife. And this is me knifing quite a lot in here because I only get limited amount of ammo in the clip in this Deagle, and I can't always shoot people, so sometimes I do have to knife. But knowing when to knife and when not to knife is a very important bit, and knowing where to run into and where not to run into, when not to run into there. That's very important. Now, if you're in low health and you know there's an enclosed space, an enclosed room with spawns in it, you shouldn't run in. You really shouldn't. You should take your time. You know, wait for them to come out. They're gonna have to come out eventually. They can't just sit in there the entire game. And if they do, I'm pretty sure your teammates are also gonna go for them kills and kill them probably. Now that's one thing. The second thing is the spawns usually on this game mode are always on either side of the target. So the target is here, the spawns are on this side of the map, and inside that room where the snipers camp. So that's the only spawns usually there is, unless your teammates are on both spawn points at the same time, in which case the enemies are going to spawn on the other side of the map. But usually that doesn't happen. They usually spawn in the room up in this corridor or directly behind me, and that is why I get so many kills. I don't have to run a lot. I always run into enemies. There's always going to be enemies there. So that's one thing. And here I'm really close to dying. I've never been so scared in my life. I failed with that knife, but I managed to keep going. Here again, I run away, I take cover, I know when to, and I continue with the rape. Now this is pretty much the only time I go on red screen throughout the entire game. Well, for a couple of reasons. I'm telling you, I know where to run and this is a stupid move by me. I never thought I would run into so many enemies. I managed to kill them, but as soon as I turn around, this is the shitty spawns that Infinity Ward has. They spawn directly behind me. The entire team literally spawns there. Thank God I was in a jug and I was on specialist. I managed to get them, but if I wasn't, I'll be screwed. I'll be very, very screwed. And here again, this is if they don't spawn here, they spawn back at I think it's C flag, and that's pretty much the route you want to run on this map. And pretty much any other map, they will spawn on either side of the bomb side, and that's what you have to do. You just need to know where, have a look at the minimap, know where your teammates are, know where you are, and is the best way to do it. Surprisingly, nobody called me a hacker. Here, usually on PC, you always got called a hacker if you do really well. And if I go 104 and 0, then it's ridiculous. They're obviously gonna call me a hacker. But yeah, this has been Sveti. Please go and check out my channel. The link should be in the description. We do a lot of trolling, we do a lot of high scoring gameplays, a lot of tips, and as soon as Black Ops 2 comes out, zombies and how to rank up fast in Black Ops 2 as soon as we find the best way. Anyway, it has been Sveti. Subscribe to Cod Carnage, subscribe to me, and yeah, peace out.